Find your seats, stow your belongings.
Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat.
Drive down! We can't jump! To catastrophic You ran out of luck.
Enemy's -1 grand drive.
You can't win this! Shut it down!
Guess you weren't needing your shields, right?
That was touch and go. Unidentified vessel, please acknowledge. Spacers are crazy, but at least they go down easy. I'm not sure if we would have made it out of there without your help. Any way we can repay you? That's really impressive. You take care out there.
Side locked. Take us in.
You might want this. Red Mile has always had a complicated place in our society.
Don't shoot me! I didn't do anything wrong!
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air, huh? On a planet with no atmosphere.
That's enough, Stalker. Lower your weapon. We don't shoot guests over a misunderstanding. Sir, please return to your table. It's bad practice to leave our establishment without paying your bill first. If you need some fresh air, pay up, go outside, and come back in and start a new check when you're ready.
I'm sorry, but I didn't think it would be a problem.
You were wrong. Dead wrong.
That's enough. I think the gentleman understands. Now let's all go back inside.
I'm on duty. Just get the hell out of my face.
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy. The Marshal's report didn't mention you had hearing problems. Are you, or are you not, the new deputy? We'll find out, won't we? Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack the smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
And here I thought the Rangers were supposed to be one big, happy family.
Yeah? Whoever gave you that idea doesn't know what the hell they're talking about. We're a collection of individuals, each with our own ideas and personalities. Believe me, we have our share of arguments.
Doesn't that make it hard to work together?
We put our duty first, even when it's difficult. Because I've trained new recruits before, and it's not an experience I want to repeat. Yeah, well, you're here now, so we'll just have to make it work. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome complication. Now let's just get this over with. She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know when you meet with her. Follow me.
Hello.
If you think you've got a chance in the Red Mile, talk to me.
Donovan?
If you have time, I've been thinking about some things.
You said you'd be alone.
Yeah, well, things changed.
Who are you? Is that so?
The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why? Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory. Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me. That's exactly what this meeting is about. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not gonna tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
She's the owner and manager here. Inherited the place when her husband was killed. Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. The Red Mile is incredibly dangerous. I just don't want to see you take a risk like that. All right. It's your call to make. If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
You're really going to take on the mile, huh? I doubt anything scares you.
Lynn is really trying to turn this place around.
Here to ask for another drink on the house, Mr. Reese?
Hey.
No, I heard you boasting to anyone who comes with an earshot about your face.
May runs a tidy establishment. Let's keep it.
Ah, a new face. I wonder, is this the face of a brave runner here to challenge the Red Mile? Or simply one seeking a respite from the burdens of life? My name is May, and I'm the proprietor of this establishment, home of the famous Red Mile. I assume you're familiar. Well, of course you are. How could you miss hearing about the Settled System's most exciting sporting event? Why, even people from the most backwoods systems like Seoul have heard of the Red Mile. I'm happy to answer any other questions you might have. In the meantime, please enjoy our world's famous hospitality. That is true, but Mr. Graziani values his privacy. What is your business with him? Exactly. It's no small favor that you're asking. But yes, I can arrange such a meeting. It's been too long since we've had proper entertainment. If you're willing to provide it, I'll give you Marco. Are you prepared to run the Red Mile? I give you my word, which is something I never do lightly. Once you've begun, I'll collect bets from my patrons who will place wagers on your survival. That's what every runner says.
Who knows? Maybe the mile's not as bad as everyone says.
Now that we're clear on what's expected, are you ready to begin? Good. Come with me and I'll introduce you.
Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. Stop
Your
by
attention,
sometime.
please.
Let's talk.
Valued
Just us
patrons and honored
adventurers.
guests.
Okay?
For one
Exploring
brave
the galaxy
soul,
is hard work.
our
Trust me,
king.
I know. Let's stop by sometime and let's
A
talk.
runner has
Just us
come to
adventurers.
test
Okay?
the Red Mile! Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steely determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show! The rules are simple. Go through the door and take the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of the tower you see in the distance. Once you've done so, return here alive and your run will be complete. Come now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
Well, they don't need it now. We can handle this. Ow! Why? Sure. I've got some time to kill. my side. More of this galaxy than most folks. That's always impressive. Surprise! No guns. The nicer the operation is, the meaner security is. It's an inverse relationship. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. Oh, bad choice. Had worse. Get to the stacks, then trigger the flare, then head back, right? Easy. We got this. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. just, why? I've done this 1,000 times. Come on! Oh, I love this one. That's the Red Mile over there. I bet we can detect the adrenaline from here. Hey, Dusty. If you're ever thinking to yourself, oh, I could really listen to Barrett's velvet voice right now, then instead of dreaming about me, just between.
May fortune smile on you today. Congratulations, runner. You have succeeded where most have failed. In fact, you seem none the worse for wear.
Yeah, well...
I'm not easily impressed. But you've managed to surprise me. As promised, I'll set up your meeting with Marco. I'll dispatch a courier to let him know you're coming. Please take a moment to relax and enjoy our hospitality. I'll return shortly.
I'd rather go back to the days when this place was raided and plundered on a regular basis.
Sure. The occasional
You made it.
would set the spark a bit.
You must be tougher than you look.
Guests would return. If it were up to
I
me,
considered placing a bet against you.
right now,
Glad I didn't.
the chances were the highest.
Well, it's not a...
You're back. Are you okay?
Meanwhile, here's some free advice.
And here I was feeling like a nervous wreck the whole time. Guess I had nothing to worry about. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smuggling investigation?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. All you see in people is what you can get from them. I'm glad, because that was an incredibly brave thing you did. And we need rangers with that kind of courage. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you at first. I'm sorry about that. No, it's not that. I had a bad experience with another deputy that I was training. I'll tell you all about it after this is over. Okay? So you need to stay alive, or you'll never hear the story.
I
I took this job so I could be here to see all the runners in person. Of course, most of them I see only once.
Okay, hello.
Look at that. You've still got all your limbs.
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep him waiting. He is not exactly patient. He's intelligent, well-connected, and utterly ruthless. He's also a man of taste who appreciates the finer things. You'll find out soon enough what I mean. Only that someone wanted a meeting. Don't expect to catch him unprepared. He keeps a sizable force of mercenaries aboard his ship as bodyguards. Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever crave the challenge of the mile again, it will be here, waiting for you.
Sounds good to go.
Boss is in the back.
Same place. I admire the class. I do.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel, willing to take risks. Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
What's wrong, Marco? Did we hurt your feelings?
And who might you be?
Name's Barrett.
I seem to recall a smuggler by that name. He was good, too.
That was a long time ago.
That's too bad. I could have used someone like you. Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads. To settle accounts. Major Hall served with distinction during the Colony War. But the leaders of the Freestar Collective, they turned on him. In his eyes, the Rangers are enforcers for a corrupt Council of Governors. That makes you his enemy. As for me, I didn't see any profit in nursing that grudge. I prefer to focus on the future. That's right. Major Hall spent 20 years in lockup nursing a grudge against the Freestar Collective. We all did. A lot of good men and women died for nothing because of those cowards you work for. You've chosen your side, and I've chosen mine. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who'll kill you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. Good. Then we are agreed.
Better hope he keeps his end of the bargain.
It'd be a shame if an encrypted slate like this one somehow got into the wrong hands. Wouldn't it? Now, before you complain, remember that all I promised was to point you in the right direction. You're free to stay as long as you like. It's not often I get to entertain such a distinguished guest.
Talk to me. Let's talk. When you have time, of course.
Ah, the dulcet tones of classical piano. Really here to join the first, best merc company there is.
Feels a little overkill, but you know, at least the collection is museum worthy.
I specialize in cryptography. A lot of smugglers use coded slates, so it comes in handy. Hey there, Deputy. How goes the hunt for the first? Good, good. If you ask me, I don't think they stand a chance. You're like an ASHTA creeping silently through the high grass, waiting for your chance to pounce, and then boom! Down they'll go. So, did you get any more of those encrypted slates? Because, let me tell you, I am so close. Who, me? Doubt you? Not a chance, Deputy. I knew you were a natural the moment I laid eyes on you.
Come in, Deputy. Take a seat.
Sit down.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. Not really, no. We can't be everywhere at once. Right now, our best hope to stop them is you. Set those thoughts aside. Right now, I need you to focus. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
You could be a little bit more supportive.
This is a very serious situation, and I don't have time to hold anyone's hand.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. Duty has to come before personal feelings. I'm glad you understand that.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you helped an informant by paying off a large debt. That's the right way to think about it. You definitely went above and beyond, and the Marshal and I thank you for that.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Putting the lives of others ahead of our own comes with the job. I'm sure it was a tough call, but I think it was the right one.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. Makes sense. I reckon he figures he spent enough time there already. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. Then you'd better go prepared for a fight. These are experienced mercenaries we're talking about. The factory was on Arcturus 2. Make sure you come back alive, Deputy.